No, I saw that way before we even got together. I play a lot of 2K, NBA 2K basketball, so I was mixed matching the lineups and stuff of that nature, seeing how we can be productive.
Do you always make the right play in the video game, or do you sometimes just want to go for 50 or 60?
No, I always make the right play. I play just like I play in real life on video games, which really makes a lot of my friends upset.
Can you elaborate on that? What do they get upset about?
Because they expect for me to shoot every time, and I play the right way. I run like really pick and rolls, and they double. I find shooters. If I throw it in the post, and they double it, and it's a 403 on the backside. If they got a guy hot, I'll trap his pick and rolls, or I'll double them and stuff like that. I play like real basketball, not fake basketball.
LeBron James' use of the gaming platform as a means to determine the various tendencies of the new players on his team is extraordinary. It goes to show that EA Sports may have had a different mindset in the commercial gains for how their game should retain profit than what they put it out on the market for. Sure, the game was meant for the enjoyment of basketball. However, this strategic simulation is key, and it gives some insight for the use of various players based on their analytic creation for those NBA players as a part of the NBA 2K game. The computerized analytics allow for a real player who plays the game based on how he plays in real life. It gives him the ability to see possible trends when playing the game in front of a crowd. It's a wondrous thing to have a series of circumstances, unintentional or intentional, fall into place in the promotion of one's future endeavors. Richard McCalop had these types of circumstances happen for him in the most unusual but beneficial way. Richard McCalop, a basketball player from a small town of Odessa, Texas, along with his brother pictured here, Kuvion, had a love for basketball and loved the opportunity to play it. As they grew up and became some of Odessa, Texas' premier stars, the stars their dads always knew they would be. He knew the sky was the limit for his sons, but there was an obstacle that they would later face. There were obstacles lay waiting in the distant future that were unseen. These obstacles were going to cause an abrupt halt in their progress. Unforeseen to Richard was his lack of exposure to the world of basketball that surrounded him. From coming from a small town background, it was hard to get his name out and showcase the amazing talent that he would prove to be. Knowing the game and playing the game well was not going to be enough without the contacts and connections needed to display on a viable platform for everyone to witness. He entered college and was able to quickly display his ability, and even though he reached the high limits of being on SportsCenter's top 10 plays with his amazing dunk, he was still limited in his exposure and the exposure needed to propel his career to the next level. That's where the virtual world gave Richard a glimpse into how he would need to utilize a different format to evolve his method of building his brand. Some fortunate events fell into place. He wins the NAIA Slam Dunk competition, and Richard was then selected to be part of the Dark Horse Slam Dunk competition for College Basketball Slam Dunker of the Year. It was there where he received and sent out many Facebook messages. I received my first message from Richard. My past player had sent me a Facebook link, as well as to everyone else, to vote for him for this Slam Dunk competition. These virtual votes started allowing people to see the ability that Richard displayed on the basketball court on a broad level. But at the end of his collegiate career, Richard had limited amount of offers to go and continue the game of basketball at the professional level. With options limited and opportunities few and far between, Richard took to a pastime that he always enjoyed to relieve stress and take a break from the pressures of reality, playing NBA 2K. Getting on 2K would allow Richard the opportunity to meet up with past collegiate players, near and far, and various friends from back home in Odessa. As he played it, he noticed a contacts would log on. He would then invite them to play on the court, either as a group or simply to compete against him. Each other would have this opportunity where they can converse, chat, and within the game's chat rooms, they were able to connect and talk about various opportunities and options that were available in the real world for the advancement of their careers. Similar to this vision found in play and write literary works, playing wasn't simply for the intent of commercial gain. I'm sure it wasn't for the intent of the commercial games that EA Sports had projected. They could actually play with each other as if they were in the same room, all the while discussing possible future connections and potential professional prospects, places to find agents online. Other collegiate players who were now gamers might have some suggestions and options that they tried during their careers. The traditional lunchtime golf course meeting was evolving tee time concept had now left the green fairways and landed in the gaming virtual world. Richard shopped his highlight video around every site suggested to him. He advocated for himself and landed a job playing in Mongolia, where he reached MVP status. Later, his career landed him in the States with his brother as a Harlem Globetrotter. To this day, he continues to foster, grow, and maintain his online contacts through gaming platforms like NBA 2K, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and so forth. This allows him to interact with past collegiate friends, family members, and contacts from around the globe.